Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining our webinar today. Our main focus today will be talking about the 5G solutions for mission-critical applications. In the meantime, I think let's say 30 minutes to talk about all the content. And in the meantime, if you have any questions, feel free to use the Q&A button in the Zoom. So you'll be able to ask questions and we will try to answer it as soon as possible. Okay. So today there are, I think, mainly 4 parts. First one we are talking about some background information and some trends regarding 5G. And then there are another 3 parts covering the InHand product solutions, focusing in 5G, Industrial IoT, business internet, and mobility. First, let's talk about some trends. On this page, you will see the 5G adoption as a percentage of total connections growing around the world. This data source is from GSMA. As you can see from the charts, the black dot underneath represents the 5G adoption percentage in 2023. And the blue dots above represents the data prediction in 2030. So we can agree that most of the countries in the world they will have a dramatic increase in the 5G adoption. And when we take a look at Germany, UK, France, Italy, we can also agree that most of the region, the countries in Europe, we will experience a dramatic increase, a fast development period in the next coming years for 5G. Another chart I want to show you is the 5G service markets over the next years by different applications. Take a closer look at each of the column, the bar. You will notice there are 3 different types of blues. So let's say the first one, the darker blue, which represents, we could say, enhanced machine type communications. The focus is to specialize in connecting a massive number of devices with low data transfer requirements. And URLLC stands for ultra reliable low latency communication, prioritize extremely low latency and high reliability for mission critical applications. In the middle, the regular blue, this part is EMBB, stands for enhanced mobile broadband focus. Broadband focus on speed and capacity. So this prioritizes high data rates, increased bandwidth, and improved user experience for mobile band and applications. On the top, the lighter blue parts is FWA, means fixed wireless access, which is a technology that leverages 5G cellular signal, 5G networks to deliver internet access to homes and business. When we take overlook of the charts, we will see there will be a forecasted annual growth rates of 27.3% in next 8 years. And in 2032, we expect a market size of $566 billion US. So here are some key features for 5G network. But to me, I think the 2 main most attractive features for 5G is low latency, real-time data processing, and increased network capacity for large-scale operations. At InHand, we are offering solutions for the following industries: business internet, industrial IoT, healthcare, transportation, and public safety. So today we are going to present 4 products. That's only part of our 5G portfolio. The first one is 5G for Industrial IoT. The IR624, our 5G industrial router. So on this page, we can take a quick look on the key features. We have both 5G and 4G version for this product, and it comes with dual band Wi-Fi, gigabit Wi-Fi, with complete network functions, extensive interfaces, always online mechanism, security features, industrial grades, and also I would like to mention that we recently certified this product with eMark, because some of our customers, they would like to use this product on board on a vehicle to offer stable 4G and 5G connectivity. So that's why we have it eMark certified. This product has also option of eSIM, and it can be easily managed by InHand Cloud. Take a closer look on the specifications. The high-speed 5G comes with download speeds up to 2 gigabits per second, supports both SA and NSA network. There will be 4 5G MIMO cellular antennas, dual band Wi-Fi 5 up to 1,200 megabits per second, and there are 4 gigabit Ethernet ports. In terms of reliability, we have implemented link backup, link detection, dual SIM failover, and watchdog. And for security, there are features like VPN tunnels, firewall, and different routing policies to safeguard the sensitive data and critical business. As we say, this is an industrial router. We have the power supply from 9 to 48 voltage, wide working temperature, -20 degrees to 70 degrees, EMC protection level 3 with DIN rail installations. Okay, on this page, you'll be able to see a detailed look of the product itself. You see there are 4 Ethernet ports on one side, and on the other side, there are 4 5G antenna connectors and 2 Wi-Fi antenna connectors with pin terminals, and a tray type SIM card holder, which you can put both SIM cards on the same tray. A typical application for the 5G industrial router would be, well, factory automation. In a typical setup, the IR624 will be installed in the on-site control cabinets, where you can use Ethernet cable to connect to the on-site devices like PLCs, controllers. On the other side, it can use Ethernet ports to transmit data, real-time data to local monitoring system, and also use 5G to transmit data to customer SCADA. With the VPN tunnel, the sensitive data is always protected. So to ensure the stability of production lines, the high-speed wireless networks are needed more and more for real-time monitoring of the production and for remote maintenance capabilities. Another use case, this is from China, we would like to share with you is we installed IR624, the 5G version, on different type of medical devices. With the low latency and high speed, we can realize the real-time image synchronization and real-time transmission of medical equipment monitoring data. So, for example, in some cases, we can use this to do the remote medical education, to do the remote surgical demonstration, and ultrasound guidance. I think this is for the benefits of the 5G technology can significantly meet the needs for real-time, efficient, and stable communication in healthcare to address the issue of having uneven distribution of medical resources along the different region of the country of the. Another one I would like to mention is when we say we have a cloud platform. So to use our device live cloud platform, you will be able to remote monitor the traffic usage of the router, to set alarms, to see reports, to check the operational status. And then you can also schedule firmware upgrades, batch device configuration with in web UI interface. So all these features I mentioned above, they are free of charge. Okay. The second product is for business internet. Let's use chain store networks as an example. So nowadays, when the custom business owners, they want to develop new business, to open new stores, the deployments of stores need to be as simple and as convenient as possible. And to reduce the operational costs, normally they don't want to send a professional engineer, IT engineer, to every site they own. And the demand for network access is gradually increasing because more and more different type of devices need to be connected to the internet. For example, the POS machine, the self-service terminal, the video camera, the IP phones. And for business owners, they would like to have a stable and reliable network for crucial key transaction, and to also to improve customer satisfaction. That's why more and more business owners, they would need to a setup of primary plus a backup connection. So the first one we would like to talk about is fixed wireless access, FWA02. Take a quick look here. It has 5G network, Wi-Fi 6 dual band, full gigabit Ethernet, can have up to 220 hosts, clients connections. eSIM available, and security features such as firewall, intrusion detection, access control, content filtering. And together with the cloud management platform, we can implement zero-touch deployments. So to explain a little bit about zero-touch deployments means that we can edit and prepare the configuration on the central platform. And we can register every router device with their serial number on the platform. So what we need to do when we deploy them is just to send the device to each site. And when they connect the device with power, it automatically synchronizes the configuration, the setup, the settings with the central place. So it's literally it's plug and play. So you don't need to send professional engineers to every site. A deeper look at the specs. So the 5G high-speed cellular comes with a download speed up to 4.767 gigabit per second, support 5G sub-6 network. There are 6 5G MIMO antennas. Regarding powerful Wi-Fi 6 dual band, maximum speed of 3,600 megabits per second. You will be able to set up multiple SSIDs, and there are multiple encryption methods to protect the data using Wi-Fi. This product is ideal for use case or scenarios like, for example, number one, when the place there's no cable or no wired networks. Number two, a backup connectivity is required for the business. And number three is, well, the business owners, they want to reduce costs. They don't want to hire extra IT engineers. So this easy setup is helpful. So here you can take a look on the product details. On the bottom, you see there is a physical on-off button, 2 Ethernet ports, a USB Type-C, and the SIM card holders is on the other side. A typical use case for the FWA02 is to be the primary internet access for retail stores. I would say for small or medium-sized retail stores. So you get to connect all the devices using both Wi-Fi and Ethernet to the FWA. And with the advancements of information technology in retail industry, high-speed networks improve the store business efficiency and improve customer experience, especially for those newly open ones. They would like to have a shorter time cycle of deployments, reduced operational costs. So this is where the 5G FWA is a ideal solution for such use case. Another one I would like to introduce is we deployed hundreds of these routers in the United States with mobile vendors. So for example, if you have a beverage shop, you have a hamburger booth where the stand can be moving around. You don't have a landline. What you need is just this router with a power supply. So you'll be able to enjoy the high-speed 5G internet. And the key word here, the selling point is plug and play, right? You don't need a professional there to help you to set up the internet. And another one, so is the failover, the backup solution, network solution for office network. So after the pandemic time, hybrid workplace and shared offices has become more and more popular. And even though the network there environment become more complicated, but the requirements of the network access, network performance remains high. So in order to improve the customer's experience, to ensure the always online service of the shared offices, the 5G FWA can be a backup plan and play a redundant link for crucial business. And another thing I need to mention is this is very easy to implement, to add on top of their existing network architecture. Okay, take a look of the product installation chart. So there are two ways of install this 5G FWA. One is desktop, and other one is you can mount it on the wall. So if you take a look through the camera, I have one of the FWA router on my hand. It's like this size, so not so heavy. You can easily put on the wall or hang or put it on the table. Okay, next one, we call it the ODU 2002. It's the outdoor unit. So comes with Wi-Fi, Omni antennas. Throughput can be up to 2 gigabits per second with up to 200 clients connected. The Ethernet ports is 2.5 gigabit full Ethernet with PoE, meaning that if you install this product in outdoor environments, you only need one Ethernet cable to connect to it. You don't need extra power resources. Similar zero-touch deployments and eSIM available, and with high protection grade IP67, can be mounted on a wall or on a pole. So for outdoor units, we need greater protection, so wider working temperature range from -30 to 70 degrees. There's a die-cast aluminum metal housing with IP67 with lighting protection. It can be wall-mounted, clamp-mounted, and pole-mounted. So the brackets can be adjusted the angle in order to receive the best 5G signal outdoors. Similar network features as the FWA02 5G sub-6. There are 6 5G MIMO antenna available. And this is different type of antenna. It comes with a TNC connector, fiberglass, high performance antenna in order to take full advantage of the 5G signal. So 3 typical use cases of the 5G ODU. One is in the places where there's no cable connection. And 2, areas with poor indoor 5G signal reception. And 3, which is in the situation where backup connectivity is required to work together with a cable network. So here is the detailed look of the interfaces. There are 6 5G antenna connectors, 5 on the one side and 1 on the other side. And there are 1 GNS antenna connector and 1 Wi-Fi connector. So if you take another look through the camera, I have it on my hand. So it's about this size. I don't have the antenna connected, otherwise it's too big. Much heavier than the 5WA, FWA, and robust design. A typical use case, we deployed tens of them, I think in North America, with a gas station operations. As you see, most of the time, the gas station inside the building, they don't receive good signal. And they would like to also upgrade the performance of the network. Meanwhile, they have a limited budget for doing it. So they don't consider to have a landline because it's too expensive. That's why they chose ODU 2002, which can be installed outside of the building to get good signal. And internally inside the building, they have maybe a router or access points. So every device inside the building, they can be connected with the high-speed network. So with the 2.5 gigabits Ethernet ports, the 5G network signal is fully converted to a wired network or maybe a router or access point. And for the business owner, so they also took advantage of our in-cloud manager platform, where they can remotely manage all the network of the gas stations around the place in a central platform. So here's another look of the dimensions, but you already see the actual product on my hand. So so some other diagram to show how it can be installed. It can be using the bracket. It can be installed on the wall. It's another special type of tape. It can be installed on the pole. But as you see, the bracket itself it's adjustable. So the angle can be adjusted both ways in order to receive the better signal. This is some real picture we took from the field. This is, I think this is on a rooftop on a pole. Okay, the last product we want to show you is the 5G vehicle gateway for mobility. The VG710 has been our star product of vehicle solutions for years. The VG7 5G version is a new version we launched not too long ago. It comes with powerful Cortex A7 CPU with inertial navigation, rich interfaces you can do with CAN bus, I/O, the one wire. Edge computing means that you will be able to have run Python programming, C++. With the Docker container, you can also run different types of programming languages. And protection grade is IP64. We did a lot of work to certify this product with all the necessary certifications to meet the European standards. And also the IT4PT standards has been certified for quite some time. Here is a closer look to the interfaces of this product. Some of you may already know the 4G version of the VG710. For the 5G version, we have more antenna connectors for 5G. And another difference here is we have audio connection on this device, which is not available with the 4G version. So if you take a look through the camera, I have a VG710 on my hand, metal casing, very robust design, like this big. So this use case is an existing customer from Sweden. I introduced in previous webinars as well. In the past, they only use the 4G version of VG710. In the past, they connect VG710 to onboard devices like monitor, driver awareness panel, passenger counter, door control units. So from this year, they are developing new business, and they would like to bring the service level to even higher standards. So which means they would like to enable the onboard Wi-Fi for not only for the driver, but also for the passengers. And in the meantime, they would like to enable the CCTV surveillance with online streaming, not only to store it on a hard drive locally, but they want to see live video cameras when they want to. So that's why it would require higher speed of internet, better capacity of internet. That is why they would switch from the 4G version of VG710 to a 5G version. Another use case, this is from the United States. We are deploying VG710 5G version on the first responder team, especially the fire rescue trucks. The basic features is similar, that they would like to monitor various status on the vehicle, such as fuel level, engine hours, ECU fault codes, and the check engine lights, right? But on top of that, they have a higher requirements, which is to have a Wi-Fi connection to the navigation tablet that works 24/7, always online, and to receive real-time dispatch routes. So that requires low latency. These are the two reasons they chose the 5G version of VG710 instead of 4G version. So the real-time tracking, optimized dispatching, and robust communication would be the key reasons that make this decision. Okay, I think I finished presenting all the products. So before we end, let's have a quick introduction for those who don't know us well. So InHand Networks is a leading IoT solution provider, established 23 years ago. We are shipping our products to over 60 countries. The picture in the background is a real picture of our factory in China. And we have offices not only in China, we have offices in the United States, in Virginia, in Düsseldorf, in Germany, and also in Toronto, in Canada. We have overall over 400 employees, and nearly 1/3 of them are working in the R&D team. And we have 3 manufacturing facilities. The largest one is the one I showed you in China, in Jiaxing City. And we have 2 smaller ones. One is in Bangkok, in Thailand, and in another one in Toronto, in Canada. So there are, in the Jiaxing factory, the biggest one, we have 7 production lines with high level of flexibility. Over 3,000 units can be produced maximum per day, and nearly 18,000 square meters of space, which can be used for production. Okay, I think this is a short introduction to InHand Networks. This is the end of our webinar. If you have any questions now, feel free to ask them in the Q&A session. And if you have any other needs or questions, feel free to reach out to your sales representative or myself. My email address is on the screen. Okay. So let's see if we have any questions. Yeah, we can share the presentation afterwards. So is the remote cloud management service included with the routers? And yes, so the basic functions using the cloud platforms are always free. There are certain features, advanced features, which may require a license or yearly fee, but all the features I mentioned during the webinar, they are free of charge. Another question asked, does the ODU support dual serial modem? No, we have only one modem, but it supports two SIM cards and with additional eSIM, so they can be backup to each other. Another question is regarding the cloud management platform. So we have different sites. Server is for North America, it's in USA. For European customers, it is in Germany. And in China, well, it's in China. Okay, so if there's no more questions, okay, another one. Which operators have been tested for 5G network? Well, in the UK, maybe my colleague can answer to this question, but I know it has been tested with Orange already in France. Another question, there are two new models in IR300 and IR600. So the main difference between the two series is IR300, the speed and the performance is lower. The speed is not gigabits Ethernet ports, no 5G, but with IR600, it has the main difference is 5G option and gigabit Ethernet. Okay, I think that's all we have today. If you have any additional questions, feel free to contact us back anytime. And thank you again for joining us today. So keep in touch. Have a good day. Bye-bye.